Here we are on the hill of Kiryat Ye'arim.
And now the whole story moves to Mitzpah, where Samuel gathers the Israelites. They confess their sins, they fast, and at that point the Philistines are now pursuing the Israelites. And they go to Samuel and he cries out to God, and whilst he is sacrificing a burnt offering, God thunders from above and he brings confusion into the enemy camp. That is something that we see throughout the Tanakh, that God causes confusion in the enemy camp, and then the Israelites can then pursue the enemy. Samuel then erects a stone and he calls it Even HaEzer. What does that mean, Sean?
Even HaEzer in Hebrew is the stone of help, and it's a phrase that appears twice at least in the book of Samuel. This Even HaEzer is located in the area of Mitzpah. It's a stone in the valley between Michmas and the point south, and it indicates the Israelite victory over the Philistines who attempt to invade the center of the country. As a result of the victory at Even HaEzer, the Philistines are pushed back towards their cities, Gat and Ekron. The hill country between Mitzpah and the area around Gat and Ekron, including Kiryat Ye'arim, becomes Israelite. And then we're told that Samuel goes back to his house and begins his turning. Let's go see the area of Samuel.
Sean, we just came from Kiryat Ye'arim. Where are we right now?
Here we are at the site of Kever Shmuel Hanavi, the traditional site of the grave of Samuel. It's an interesting site. We're in the mountains of Benjamin, and so we're not at the place of Ramah in the mountains of Ephraim, where Samuel is said to be born and buried according to the Tanakh. Nevertheless, it's an interesting site, and it is connected to the story of Samuel, because as we see at the end of 1 Samuel 7, Samuel goes around from Beit El, Gilgal, Ramah, Mitzpah. All these sites are connected to the story of Samuel. He travels from place to place, and this site here, from which we have such excellent views of the hills, might be the Mitzpah that the verse is talking about. Mitzpah being a lookout point high in the hill country, from which we can see the hills of Benjamin, far away in the distance, Gilgal, a little bit closer to us, Giv'ah, Beit El in that direction. This is the region in which Samuel is active.
Great, so we see at the end of this chapter it's written, Samuel judged Israel as long as he lived. And as you mentioned, he went annually, he visited all these places, different from the judges before him, who ruled from their hometowns, also like Saul, the first king. But Samuel tries to unite the nation. He tries to keep his finger on the pulse by going around, and then every time he returns to his house in Ramah.